Welcome back to the channel, where today you join me on an epic journey through Thailand's historical heartland. We embark on a railway journey like no other. It started with a simple plan: a train ride through the infamous Death Railway and the bridge on the River Kwai. However, mistakes were made.
We fucked up.
A run-in happens with Thailand's finest, and I spot a nice cock.
Ooh, nice cock.
But will we redeem ourselves? Find out in this episode, where we take more twists and turns than a twisty-turny thing.
And welcome to Thonburi Station in Bangkok, where we're going to take you on a little adventure for 48 hours in Kanchanaburi, famous for the bridge on the River Kwai, the Death Railway, and more.
So tickets for any journey along the Death Railway cannot be booked in advance or online. You have to purchase them in person before boarding the train. For foreigners, the price of all tickets is a flat 100 baht. Regardless of which station you plan to alight at, you can ride 5 minutes to the first station or the full 6 hours to Nam Tok. It's a standard 100 baht. And make sure you have the correct money, as stations along this line for some reason don't like giving out change for larger bills.
This is the train we're getting on, guys. This will take us to Kanchanaburi, but I'm actually getting a ticket about 2 hours further away from Kanchanaburi, further northwest towards the Burmese border, to a town called Nam Tok. We'll end up going through the Whampoa Viaduct and also taking the train over the bridge on the River Kwai. So get a little bit more scenery for a lot more time. First impressions of the train. It's a really old one. There's no air conditioning. It's wooden seats. It's perfect old clickety-clackety carriage that's just going to roll through the countryside. Really aesthetic. Love it. And we're now underway, guys. 5 hours to Nam Tok. If you are interested in coming to Kanchanaburi, there's 2 trains that leave every day from Bangkok Thonburi Station. One's at 7:50 and the other's at 12 o'clock or 12:50. Haste, be careful when sticking your head out of the window of a train in Thailand. Otherwise you'll end up like Vivian and the young ones.
Do not lean out of the window! I wonder why.
Apologies if you can't hear me much, but this train journey is bloody incredible. Only cost 100 baht. What's that? I think 3 quid, £2, $3, something like that. We've got 7 hours on this thing as well. Incredible, incredible. So now about an hour into the journey, and we're now at Nakhon Pathom, which is the first major stop of the trip. It's another 2 hours to go to Kanchanaburi. It's a lovely railway journey. If you've never done this trip before, highly recommend it. Absolutely beautiful. Food vendors got on the train. I've got myself 40 baht. less than £1. I've got some dim sum. Things like little wonton dumplings with some chili sauce. Got a piece of fried chicken. I think it's fried chicken, yeah, 2 little bits of fried chicken. And beautifully wrapped in a banana leaf. Got some chicken and rice. How good is that? 40 baht. Beautiful. Lovely. Chicken and rice ago. How cute is that? Wrapped up in a banana leaf. I think it's actually pork and rice. It's really spicy. It's beautiful.
One pair of pants later.
So we've now arrived at Kanchanaburi. This has been about 3 hours since Bangkok, but now we're about to leave to go to Nam Tok, which is about 10 miles away from the Burmese border, and we're soon to go over the bridge on the River Kwai. It's going to be amazing. But here we are, look, we're coming up to it. Sawadee Cup. Hello. Hello. Oh, I didn't know you could actually get on here. Here you go, guys. Going over the bridge on the River Kwai. How amazing is this? Well, I'm not the only one with a camera. Look at that beautiful river. I wish I had more words, guys. What I can tell you is you see the rounded girders here, not the square ones there. The rounded ones are apparently the original. That's part of the original bridge that wasn't blown up during the war. The square girdle sections are the replacements after the bombing. Train ride costs £2.50. Now we have got another 4 hours to go, and then back to Kanchanaburi. Some amazing views coming up. Stay tuned. Guys, as railway trips go, where else in the world can you have this much fun, this much culture and history? This is the toilet, guys. It's the old hole in the ground.
可以伸出去，拍不要掉下去。头手伸出去拍可以，这一段是那一边不行，我有在听，他们不喜欢。看下面子啊。
So we've now arrived at Wang Po. Now, shortly we'll be going through the viaduct, and I think the people that got off the train in the last time, you see, it's actually quite quiet now. The train was packed full of tourists about 10 minutes ago on the last stop. I think that was the stop at Hellfire Pass, no, the best views of the entire trip are coming up in the next few minutes, so they're really missing out. Glad we stayed on board. You've researched the journey on the Death Railway. That's Kanchanaburi up to Nam Tok. The Whampoa Viaduct is some of the most beautiful scenery of any railway journey anywhere in the world. So this is coming up in the next 5 or 10 minutes or so on this journey. And I can't wait because the photographs I've seen look stunning. We're going to see it together. Now, you don't get views like this on London Midland or your Amtrak or your Canadian Rail, do you? Not sure if you can see the bridge there through the trees. Guys, even if you're not really into rail journeys, this is a once in a lifetime trip. I highly recommend it. You've got to come. Now, can you pronounce this station name? I can't. If you do come on this journey and you're riding the Siam to Burma Railway like this, it's important to remember why they call it the Death Railway. And it was, I think, something between 60 to 90,000 prisoners of war, mostly I think Australians, were forced to work on this railway by the Japanese. And I think about 250,000 forced labour from local Thai, local Malaysians were basically forced at gunpoint to work on this railway too. And they call it the Death Railway because the people who died making this railway are buried alongside it, which is really quite a sombre and sobering thought. On a beautiful railway journey like this, then you remember the tragic human cost of it all. It really does bring it home. What an experience. And I also read that the death rate of the people working on this railway equaled that of Auschwitz, which is unbelievably horrifying. You know, in the midst of all this beauty, you also need to have a bit of reverence for it all.
During World War II, the construction of the Death Railway inflicted unimaginable suffering and sacrifice. Forced labourers, including Allied prisoners of war and conscripted locals, endured brutal conditions under the Imperial Japanese Army's command along this perilous route to connect Bangkok and Rangoon. Exposed to relentless tropical heat and monsoon rains, they worked tirelessly, often on minimal rations and without adequate medical care. At one stage, workers were forced to work 62 out of every 72 hours, pushing the limits of human endurance. The toll was staggering. Disease, malnutrition, and mistreatment claimed the lives of over 100,000 labourers. Each sleeper laid and each bridge built exacted a heavy human cost. After the war, justice sought those responsible. Many Japanese guards and officials were tried for war crimes, with some facing execution for their actions during the construction of the death railway. Today, as we look back on this chapter of history, we honour the memory of those who suffered and perished. Their courage and resilience stand as a testament to the indomitable human spirit in the face of adversity. May their legacy serve as a reminder of the importance of remembrance and peace.
Now, it's been on this railway journey that I start thinking about the difference between holiday and travelling. Whereas if you think you go on a holiday, or if you're American, a vacay, it's all about the destination. And with travelling, it's about the journey. I think the journey is as important, if not more important, than the destination itself. Because at the end, that's what life is all about, isn't it? Life is the journey. It's not a race to the end, revel in the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's about getting there, and it's about the experiences you have along the way. This has been one incredible experience. I'd highly recommend you do it. Here we are then, guys. We've made it to the end of the line. We're here at Nam Tok. We're about 10-15 miles away from the Burmese border in that direction. And now we've got to get another ticket because we've got to get back on the train and back to Kanchanaburi. Let's get a ticket and a bottle of water. Sorry, Cup, 1 p.m. Kanchanaburi?
Yeah, 100 baht.
Kapun Cup.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ขอบคุณครับ
Now we'll have to remember to sit on the right side of the train this time, so we've got that view. We've got about 10 minutes to kill before we've got to get back on that train. About 30 degrees. I definitely need some water. Shall I? Water? Hello again. Hi. Ah. So look, very good. Very good. Hello, Mac. Yeah. Kapun Cup. It's actually worth spending a bit of time here. You can get to Erawan National Park from here, from Nam Tok, and the waterfalls, and also some great facilities here.
2 hours later.
We fucked up. Got off at the wrong fucking station. We're at a place called Thakilan, not Kanchanaburi. Let me tell you what happened. So on the train, coming back from Nam Tok, and here's some German tourists behind me. Oh, Kanchanaburi, next station. I'm like, oh, fucking hell, great, okay. So I start pissing around with my GoPro, trying to attach it to my bloody chest strap thing. Didn't even read the sign, getting off. Luckily the Germans got off at the wrong bloody place as well. And now I've got 2 hours until the next train back to Kanchanaburi. The security guy said that there's a war cemetery down here. There's some nice views, things to see. So I thought, fuck it, let's go and take a stroll. Maybe should have brought some water. Oh, we've got some street dogs coming up. Oh Jesus. Ooh, nice cock. Couldn't resist. He sent us about 1 kilometre down here. No duckies? It's okay. It's okay. Well, we're on an adventure at least, aren't we? In a town I've never heard of. with a big stupid backpack on. Tell you what though, the scenery is beautiful.
A few moments later.
So much cup con cup. So what do you have? One piece. Cup. Guys, how about this for an adventure? This is amazing. We've inadvertently stumbled across some ancient ruins. It's called Muang Sing. Oh my god. Just think, if we didn't get off at the wrong train station, we'd never have seen this place. It's funny how life brings nice little surprises your way sometimes. This is incredible. And how nice was that copper? The copper gave us a free lift. I love Thailand. Can you imagine that in the UK? Imagine a copper on a motorbike pulling over, offering to give you a lift. Oh, Thailand. You'll tell me if you see any snakes, right? You'll warn me. We've discovered, accidentally, a little mini Angkor Wat type place. What a beautiful impromptu visit to Muang Sing. If you're ever around Kanchanaburi and you love your old architecture and your archaeology, come give it a go. So peaceful. I've seen like 4 people here. Gonna head back, see if we can get to the station somehow. Can't get a taxi out here in the sticks. I'm not going to see that copper again either, so I've got to walk back to the station. I think it's about 1.5 miles and it's 31 degrees, 70% humidity. Got no water and this big stupid fucking backpack. FML. Fucking lost out in the sticks in Thailand, guys. Always an adventure. Now, I saw a sign for Kanchanaburi that way, but I'm pretty sure the train station was this way. I think the copper took a right and then a left. Shit. Lost in the sticks in Thailand. You don't get this with your 2-week all-inclusive with Thomas Cook, do you? See if we can get to the station in one piece. We're about halfway to the station. We have at least lucked out and got some water. What a little adventure. We're down this random road, hopefully heading towards the station. Like guys working in the paddy fields over here. Probably can't see a thing with this camera. I love these random times, you know. All went according to plan. Might not have remembered much of this little day trip. It's only when you make mistakes and you screw things up life seems to just happen for you. And right now, I've got this gorgeous view, this beautiful country. Nice cold bottle of water. And everything's all right with the world. Just been reflecting as I'm walking back to the station. But this area famous for the death railway. So many poor souls that died building that railway. How hard they were worked. And the Japanese were brutal in the extreme into how they treated the prisoners of war and the locals they forced into the labour. Inhumane isn't the word, but got me thinking. Now all I'm doing is walking 2 miles in this heat. Could you imagine back-breaking work in 30 to 35 degree heat, humidity, hardly any food or water, quite literally worked to death? Now I feel it just with a short walk. It makes you think what human beings do to other human beings. Made it back to the station in one piece. It's about a 2 mile trek. I tell you what, I am ready for a bloody beer. But this is such a peaceful train station. I'm the only guy here. Waiting for the train anyway. There's 2 Thai guys playing cards. Look how peaceful this is. Can you imagine a train station in England? Peaceful. So we made it back on the train in one piece, but an absolute mess. And this little side quest to see temples and getting up at the wrong station has sort of put this video like out of kilter. I was supposed to be taking you to see some elephants later, but now we're about 4 or 5 hours behind, and I'm not even in Kanchanaburi yet.
As the sun sets on our journey, we find ourselves back in Kanchanaburi, nestled in a serene floating guest house on the banks of the River Kwai. It's been a day of unexpected detours, chance encounters and unforgettable moments. And now with a well-deserved couple of cold beers in hand, we reflect on the twists and the turns that brought us here. Life has a funny way of leading us down paths we didn't foresee. But through it all, we've discovered hidden gems and shared stories that will linger in the memory. So when all is said and done and life takes you down unexpected paths, you just have to ask yourself,